The others think you're shocked. I can...
Boom.
A solitary egg on the verge of spoiling. Did I do it?
That was a good one.
Yes. Practicing my rook. What's up, gang? Yo, Val, thank you for coming through again, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you can, expect us to be live same time every week, Wednesday, 10 a.m. to noon Mountain Time. And obviously, Thursday is 2 to 4 Mountain Time. So, yeah, man, if you want to get your name on the first board, the way we do that is it triggers off the word first. But we have ambiguity about when the race begins every time. So, good luck. This is my productive time, 10 p.m. Can't not have stream open. Yeah, nice, dude. Thank you. Well, what we're doing today is, we've been talking about Mortal Shell 2 for a while. Our homie here, Adder, worked on this game, and we've been kind of hearing about it a little bit since the public announcements are going on and all that stuff. Got into the open beta, checked it out. It's an incredibly good game. So we figured, fuck it, why not? Tony's gonna play today. I'm gonna yap at you guys in chat. So yeah, that's where we're at.
All right, I'm gonna go to my actual save file. We just wanted the music for the intro here, so
sweet. Don't dox your save,
that
bro.
real quick. Yeah, I should have hit back to menu. I hit the wrong button.
Val, you work on like boring business software, I think is what you called it yesterday, yeah? Adder, did you hear my Rook impression? I need approval. Well, I do the yapping turning cog, so it's gonna be better if I'm yapping, because like if I play, I get quiet. What's up, Graham? How you doing? Hopefully you're staying cool. I like to imagine that you've got like a little spray bottle that you can just mist yourself with, and then you've got like a fan blowing on you. Yo, typical. What's up, brother? Love the 2-for-1 we're getting in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's wild. It does not look like that, for me normally. So it's just the bots acting up.
It's definitely happening.
I ended up working for a 48-hour day, so I was fucked today after sleep. Jeez, Graham. Why'd you do a 48-hour day? Are you like crunching on something? All right, gotta make sure I got my YouTube up. Okay, YouTube is up. I'm good to go there. Tony, I'm just gonna check sound levels real quick. Seems good. Yeah. His clock ran out of battery. I'm trying to think if I think I have one clock in the house that has a battery. Trying to sprint through UI. Oh God, I remember that now. You were talking about that yesterday. Where's the scythe, Tony?
All the way down there.
Oh, good God.
It's gonna be a while, probably.
I don't think you're gonna get that on stream. That's the direction I had to go in.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna see what happens. Yeah.
It took me like 2.5 hours to like make some headway down into that area.
So I don't know. We're just gonna play. We'll vibe. We'll see what happens.
No, Val. So typically when we're playing games, I will play, but I have played a lot of Mortal Shell already. So we're gonna have Tony play, and I will just chat with you guys because when I'm playing, I'm bad at chat. Like it's the way it works, I got 0 clocks, 0 mirror policy in the house. You don't have any mirrors in the house? How do you know your like eyebrows are on fleek or whatever, dude? Tony wearing a red shirt. Does that mean we're in for a lot of death and dying? It says Mario on it, so I don't think so.
I was gonna say no. It's like when Tiger Woods wears like a red polo and black pants. Yeah.
Anytime, because you always send me the big dog gif. Every time Tiger Woods is mentioned, I just see me going big dog. Like, every fucking time.
Probably the best thing Tiger Woods has done in 10 years. So
yeah, definitely better than like getting litty and trying to drive the whip around the golf course and ending up upside down. Why waste space when you can just use front camera? Oh, I mean that's fair. Typical. I mean, I didn't expect front camera, Interesting.
goddamn.
No mirror, no clock. That's a crazy life. I mean, I like it though. I like it. It gives you the ability to stay present and not get caught up in worrying about like, nonsense. So I can respect it. Bro, this mantis has your number, Tony.
I think I was in a place I was going to die anyway. But
Yeah. And then you got laser beamed by the fucking poison wizard.
yeah, I haven't fought that mantis before. That guy's crazy.
He's a mini boss. When you beat him, he doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Which I was a little sad about. Papa Roach? Is that what you call him, Matter?
Papa Roach.
That's a good name for that guy. I liked Papa Roach. He was fun. A very compelling fight because he's like a lot spicier than anything else in this area. And I was like, so I don't know if you're taking this approach, Tony, but if I get into a fight and it's like going poorly, I run away and go back and reset and go to the beacon.
Yeah. I mean, I try not to die.
Not always,
Yeah.
but yeah, if
No,
there's
for
a
sure.
convenient beacon nearby, I'll definitely do that. I mean, post-marriage, my wife purchased all of those, but before marriage, I lived in a... What's a 1 BHK? 1 bedroom... I'm not following the HK part. And all I had was a 1.5-inch thin blanket, which used to be on the floor permanently. God damn, typical. You are living an austere lifestyle, my friend. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Where's my souls?
Oh, yo, that adder, that's so real, man. I remember for the longest time, like, I could not remember the non-internal names for shit I was working on in Destiny. Oh, bedroom, hall, kitchen. So you had 1 bedroom, a hall, and then a kitchen. So it was like a 2-room... turning cog, don't call it a hovel. That's a little mean. So I'm guessing it's like an apartment or a flat with like a bedroom and then kind of like one room kind of that you can have people over or like a friend over and then that same room is the kitchen.
This fucking roach better not be coming up here.
I've also lived that life.
Oh my god, he is. Where's my souls?
You can do it, Tony.
I just don't know where they are. Okay, so they're that way. Do they do the Bloodborne thing where the enemies have your souls and you have to beat them to get them
No.
back?
No.
Oh, okay.
Camping chair in a box for a TV stand and table dialed. Dude, I've definitely done that. That shit's great. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the best part about being a man. We can just survive like that and we're totally fine. Content.
Oh no, they're on the fucking cliffside down there. I don't think I can get those.
Yes. If you drop off the bridge, you can kind of like inch your way over there and maybe get close. But you're gonna have to deal with Papa Roach.
I don't think that's in bounds. I think I die if I go below that, don't I? Or can you go down in that water?
Yeah, if you land on the bridge and go, oh no, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. It's not in bounds.
Welp. Okay then.
I remember my previous apartment was 12 footsteps long. 12 footsteps from one side of the house to the main door. Very cozy life. Jesus, bro. That shit is stressful to me, typical. But, I mean, you know, we're culturally very different. You know, I'm not Indian, so... that was 17 to 20-year-old me working on COD making 19 bucks an hour with SoCal cost of living. Yeah, that's so real, dude. Yeah, it does sound like New York. 100%. I'm a, like, countryside, suburban lifestyle type of a person. That's where I feel the most comfortable. Lots of space. I did, when I was in college, though, I definitely had the way we would refer to it as a 400 square foot apartment, which is bigger than your 12 steps across the, you know, the room. But 400 square foot is really small. The crab parry in the air was sick. Adder approved. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Typical. For one person, it's definitely more than enough. Yeah. You don't need all that. It is nice to have separate rooms to like do stuff in, especially if you work from home. But yeah. I won't humble brag to you about my living situation compared to yours. Suffice it to say, I have significantly more space than what you've described to me. I did a sabbatical after studies in, is that Krakow or Krakow? I never know how to pronounce that. Are you Polish, Val? Kurwa. That's kind of all I know. Krakow? Got it. Okay. My best friend growing up was Polish. You're Belgian. Okay. So yeah, he's, you know, we're both Americans, but I think he's half Swiss, half Polish. So like, and like we were, you know, we're like brothers. We're like very, very close. And growing up, you know, I would always, what's that, Tony?
It's fucking roaches over here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Papa Roach running you down, says Graham. But yeah, Val, so like I would, you know, anytime I go over to his house, it was just, you know, he and his mom would be speaking Polish the whole time. Which is, you know, in some ways rude. He'd always get mad about that. He'd be like, stop fucking speaking Polish. Like, he doesn't speak Polish. And it wasn't a situation where, like, they didn't speak English. Like, his mom completely speaks English. She was just like that. She just wanted to talk shit in Polish about me while I was in the room. We live in different city due to work. It's like Washington, D.C. doesn't have that much tech opportunities, so they go to Seattle or somewhere. My hometown is huge. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Typical. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And so you're saying, like, back home with, like, your family and stuff, there's, like, a huge house, like, kind of in the countryside or, like, suburbs, you know, like, residential area. But working in the city, you've got, like, a small place. Or is it, like, where you have your own place in the city and your wife lives out in the country? Because I could see that happening, too, as, like, a situation. You used to pay 6K Indian rupees, 65 USD, which is way less than normal rent. Is that per day or like $65 a month? Because that's normally how we break out rent in the US. It's like monthly rent. My girlfriend is Polish, so I know the feeling of in-laws talking shit behind your back. Dude, Val, it got the funniest part about it is he married a Filipino lady, and her, like, I don't know if you know anything about Filipino culture, but there's a very large extended family, and they all talk shit in Tagalog around anyone who doesn't speak Tagalog. So it went from, like, him, you know, being like, he would just get all, he'd be like, what the fuck? He's like, I went from, like, my mom talking shit about people in Polish to, like, now my wife's speaking a fucking language I don't understand, talking shit all the time. It's pretty funny. But they're really nice. It's just, you know, it's the way it is. Filipinos and Polish in the same room, that's a massacre. Yeah, dude, it's I guess it could kind of explain, like, that's a part of the reason why I am the way I am, and I'm just very, like, blunt and candid, because, like, I grew up around those kinds of people. Both my parents were in the military. That's what I'm used to. I'm not a very, like, I'm very anti-Canadian, if that makes sense. You know how, like, Canadians can be passive-aggressive and don't say what they mean and shit like that? I'm exactly the opposite. It goes completely over my head if people are being passive-aggressive. I don't even realize it. Oh, dude, typical. I have many Indian friends, so I'm aware of that. I'm very aware of that.
Oh, you want to talk about this cool fucking portal thing here?
Yes. Okay. Adder, this tech for these portals is so fucking sweet. So guys, if you look, when Tony's not looking through this archway, there's a wall there, and when he looks through it, there's a hallway. But if he walks through the archway, the hallway is there. It's just shaders, bro. Typical. One thing I never caught on to was the Indian head nods. I only know, like, hold on, it's unnatural for me because we do this a lot, or like this, but, like, that is so hard for me to do. It's like not a natural motion, you know? What's up, Illuminous? I like video games. Illuminous, did you play any more of this last night? Yeah, give him the shotgun in the guts, Tony. This dungeon was pretty fun to build. Fuck yeah, dude. This is the axe and dagger one, right? I'm pretty sure. I really like how the weapon shoots sparks when it hits certain materials during swing. Yes, dude. Bro, all the like hit reacts that you guys put in is super good.
Look, is swinging on me.
Oh, this is the illusionist dungeon? Okay. I mean, Val, we're not technically getting paid. We're not quite there yet. We don't draw a salary from Fractal Grove yet, even though we're the co-founders. It's just we just don't have the money to do that. So we've always said we want to pay our team first, but give ourselves, you know, a modicum of, you know, a paycheck when we get to the point that we can do that. So yeah, totally. Future payment. But all the money that we make right now goes directly into the company bank account, and that pays for, like, if a new team member comes on, we have to get a license for something. It's our web server hosting. It's everything. So, like, the cost of running a business is something a lot of people don't think about, but it's very expensive. And keeping the operations costs low, or like why people get laid off and like all that stuff, and like big corporate and all that. So, you know, we're coming from a place where we're trying to be smart with the money that we have and spend it on things that are necessary to help grow the business, instead of just like having a fun time. You know, like we don't do that shit. We also have separate sources of income, so that we're not in a place where we need to support ourselves entirely with Fractal Grove at this point. Who's playing? Never mind. We'll look at Tony's face and I know it's him. Yeah, exactly, Brightside. Brightside, are you playing? Oh, you know what, gang? Since we got some homies in here, I want to let you know it was brought to my attention that Mortal Shell 2 Cold Symmetry has a merch store. So if you want to get you a sweet hoodie or your favorite, you know, Shell t-shirt, it's got the little bro on the sleeve. Go cop some, you know? I'm sure it'll help out the homie Adder. I think these guys are going to be okay. This game's doing really well. Since we're talking about it, I wanted to point out, because I took a look, Mortal Shell 2 Mortal Shell 2 at this moment has 32,000 plus concurrent players, which is a total higher than both Marathon and Destiny 2 combined. AA Studio absolutely destroying Bungie at concurrency right now. That's shameful for Bungie. Glad I already beat night mode too. Yeah. No, dude, I believe that. There's a lot of stuff to do in the game. It's very hard, and especially because there's a lot of guys out there on the internet. Like, you can go look some shit up, and I would be willing to bet that if I were a pro streamer and I really wanted to be like a, you know, the world's first type of guy, I'm gonna be looking shit up, guaranteed. I'm not gonna be natural playthrough everything, but I hate that. So me personally, I'm a natural playthrough guy. So I will spend like 2 hours like retracing an area and exploring, trying to figure out something that I'm struggling with. Oh, come on, Tony, you got this.
Okay.
Anna, what's up? How you doing?
Chat back up here.
Yeah, I believe, like, Glad's a gamer though, Brightside. You know, he's been a professional gamer since I was in Seattle working on Destiny. He's been there for a very long time. Oh, so Brightside, I can give you a little bit of tea on the inside. I was, for a period of time, friends or acquaintances with DMG04, the community manager for Bungie. And he told me that he was not allowed to interact with Glad because Glad had a very toxic and negative social media presence. which I think is fucking funny. Because I'm like, why would you not say that about like King Gothalion? Because that dude is just only negative all the time. Turning Cog is technically not even out. Like, it just came out today. It was the 3 days were like early pre-order access. 10 at NG plus completion? Nice, dude. That's sick. Yeah, what's the I'm gonna look at my achievements again real quick and see if there was like a weird bug with the achievements, I think.
I was still seeing it today.
It's fixed.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Damn, dude, only 70% of players have unlocked teal. That's crazy. 39% got the battle axe, 23% got the trebuchets. Only 38% have beaten Magdalena. Like, he's funny, toxic, not toxic. Yeah, exactly, Brightside. That's what I'm saying. Tumblr kid edgy, not Reddit edgy. Yeah, exactly. Glad toxic? No way. LOL, half of Destiny community is toxic, but that's not really a good standard. Yeah, you're not wrong, Anna. Yes. Boom! What's up, Boom? Kitty cat in the box? Let's go. I don't know yet, Val, but yeah, it could be, you know, I would say you could call this a Souls-like, for sure.
So did this wall fucking close in on me last time I was in here? Like, is it when you spin the camera or something? Oh, there it is. Yeah, see? That confused me last time. That's a good trick. And then you hit this one.
Yep.
Nice.
This is a very cool dungeon.
Yeah, there's something up here.
Yeah, I think Ninja Gaiden is harder than Mortal Shell. That's not a bad thing. It's very different. There's a lot of really cool sandbox player expression that you can do in this game, and there's some very powerful builds that you can go for. So that's going to make the game a lot easier.
Ninja Gaiden is kind of borderline designed to be bullshit at times,
yes,
on purpose. So
absolutely,
yeah.
I would say, like, this is a more approachable Sekiro type of a game. I think that's the better way to think of it, because parry is like really, really important in this game, and it's not like there is no parry in Ninja Gaiden. Is there a parry? Yeah, kind of.
Like, not as important as it is in this game.
Yeah, it's Ninja Gaiden's more about like rushing down and doing damage.
Oh man, okay, so I guess I just gotta try to find him and focus him during that last part and get him down as quick as possible. Maybe I'll save the lightning for that. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, Brightside, I'm glad you watched the Ninja Gaiden stream. That was fun, man. I still really like that game. It was crazy that when I beat it, the boss just like freaked out and was kind of like stuck on something, and he let me just like tee off and hit all the combos until he died. Dude, the audio is so good, Adder. It's so fucking good. Anna, this is not your kind of game, right? I feel like we've talked about that, because like Ninja Gaiden wasn't your kind of game, but you liked watching it. Val, as I think about it, I think the best way to think about this game is that the better you get at the game, the less difficult it gets, which is a silly thing to think about, but this kind of game, that's really important. You have to like get good at the game, and then you're gonna have a lot more fun. You used to play these kinds of games? You enjoy watching now, though? Yeah. Graham has a question for you, Adder, maybe. Is that motion warping on the boss's attacks? Yes. Nice. got it, Tony. Yes, dude. Nice. Good biosample. I'm like too locked in watching Tony fight. Sorry, guys. Boom, is this the kind of game that you'll play? You still think me raging at Ninja Gaiden was peak content? I'm glad you enjoyed that, man. It was a little embarrassing. Dude, Brightside, I don't know if you have this game, Brightside, but the audio in this game is top fucking tier. I have no idea if it's my highest rated clip. Oh, you got him, Tony. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's an anim notify on the first half of the boss's attacks for a motion warping window.
Yo, we got 3 eggs. Let's go.
Tony is looking extra peachy. Nice.
Hirachi.
Yup. I think Brightside is harassing you right now. You need a bigger backpack? Oh, that is a cyborg woman? I mean, she's like, the upper part of her face is covered by like a helmet with like, you know, a crown of spikes and yeah. We have a single audio director who did all the Foley, secondary instrument recordings, all of the ambient stuff, all the in-game scripting, built a whole audio system from scratch for UE, Waveweaver, soon to be available to the public. John is a legend. Yeah, dude, Brightside, it's like the team, this was like an all-star team of like super fucking skilled people to make this game in 2.5 years. And it's a team of like 30-ish. One day you're gonna come for John. All right. Combat seems really smooth. It is, Graham. It's very satisfying. One day John's job is yours. Ah, I see. 30 of the contractors in business. Yeah, 15-ish core. Yep. This is proof, guys, that a small team can make a fucking banger in 2.5 years.
Those are like an arrow trap? Okay.
Yeah, there's stuff. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for all the comments during gameplay. You spoil us, Adder. Dude, Adder, the lighting is so good, man. It's so good.
Can I, like, cut it? Ow. Okay. So there's another one.
Adder, I will say I did not enjoy these tripwires.
Okay.
But I also haven't really figured them out. 2.5 years sounds crazy when you think about it. It takes a special kind of people to stay focused on a goal for that long. Yeah, exactly, Val. Do you have to shoot him at her?
I shot it and it went off. Yeah.
I love this frog. Yeah, frog mama. I like how she's like, should not be. Frog is so cool. Ow. Oh my god, the poison is so
this frog.
brutal. Your animation set is your favorite? Dude, it's really good. I don't know that I could pick. I like all the action, you know, like the player character stuff is so good.
You know this frog is still coming. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's not gonna give up so easily, dude. Oh no, don't hit the beehive. Turning Cog, I feel like the snake chin guy is like up your alley. That get up animation on the main character is so badass. Yeah, dude, the player character animations are so fucking good. A lot of Bruce Lee gifts on the Miro board. Nice. But what in the 13 Ghosts is that shield enemy?
Oh my god, what is that? Okay, we got a lot of stuff going on in here right now. Okay.
It's the long boy skull donner, dude. The prompt for Harbinger was simply make him as badass feeling as possible at all times. Nice. I mean, I think you guys nailed that. All the shells look amazing. Well, I should say I've only played with teal and pumpkin so far. But I'm very excited to get all of the shells, try them out, see which one I'm fucking with the most.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yes, he did, Val. He did tech art, lighting, cinematics. There you go, lead artist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Val, Adder and I actually worked on Destiny at the same time. I was at Bungie and
Come
he
on.
was at a partner studio. Nice, dude. Nice, nice. Let's go,
Oh my
Tony.
god, that was tense as fuck.
Let's go, Tony.
I feel like I like Proxima better.
Yeah, they're completely different play styles, and if you're not used to teal, it's gonna be a little rough. Tony sweating?
Frog Lady's crazy.
The frog lair, dude.
Yep. All right, where have we made it down to now? Like, I think we were like right there before, something like that.
You're inside of that gate, if that makes sense. The thing with the little yellow chevron on top of it.
Okay, yeah.
You're in like a pocket dimension space.
Oh, because I went in that yellow door.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so is this not making me any like map progress then?
It is. I don't know how much you want me to tell you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just keep going.
Turning Cog is asking poop emoji, pants emoji, question mark, Tony.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know.
Brightside says, what's the team do at this point, Adder? Are you guys waiting for bug reports, or do you guys get to have a pizza party in Ibiza? I'll say Ibiza because I'm not gonna do the Ibiza thing to celebrate such a monumental dub.
Oh my god.
30 to 40 hour game. Sorry, go ahead, Tony. What?
No, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's you're
This
not.
fire is harassing me.
Yeah, you're not a fan of that guy. I don't blame you. 34-hour game for most people without completionism. Everyone full-time on content updates, more optimization and fixes right now. Watching non-stop streams looking for bugs and crashes. Yeah, Brightside, it's usually kind of like that. It's going to be like, especially for a small team, probably the first month after launch is like triage and like critical bug fixing, and then they're going to chill for a little bit.
Can I grapple him from all the way up here?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. It didn't do anything because I didn't punch them? Oh my god. Fucking block.
I hate those fucking torch guys, man. Everything from today forward is winging it. Yeah. We have a good idea of what we want to do, but it's so dependent on how the game is doing and what the community is feeling. Yeah, today's day one. Even though they had like, you know, a couple days of like people playing and whatnot, today's the big day. I'm gonna refresh because we're getting towards the end of the day. Looks like the peak has gone down a little bit, but that'll probably pop again here in like an hour and a half. Torch cultists and miners, I think, have the most kills. Yeah, I believe that. Dude, the torch cultists, if you try to get in and button mash in them, they will punish the fuck out of you.
Oh, there's more? What? Fuck you.
I have definitely been one shot by one of the mining dudes. Brightside asks, are all those effects in here Niagara?
What else would they be?
I think it's a good question, yeah. Yeah, Brightside, today is Cascade.
Okay, fair. I don't know if the Cascade is in 5.6, maybe.
In all caps, Cascade.
Adder doesn't use any not bleeding edge tech, from what I understand.
I'll say it again since we got bros in here. If you guys want some Mortal Shell 2 merch, t-shirts and hoodies and shit, go check that out. They got stuff up on their store apparently. Let's see. Okay. All-time peak for Mortal Shell 2, 34K. According to SteamDB concurrency. Should I say Cascade deprecated? Yeah, exactly. Yup, exactly right.
Go through the doorway.
Fucking worms, man.
Can't do this, worm.
Not like this worm.
Oh my god, it's just gonna come right over the bridge then. Doesn't solve my problem, worm. We're gonna reset here.
Right side. Man's locked in, bro. Cut him some slack. We didn't use megalites. I get that question all the time. Interesting. Yeah, it's been real irritating learning Unreal over the years with Cascade remnants in samples. Not a fan of megalites, but Lumina's pretty cool with a lot of dialing in. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you made it work, dude. The lighting is fantastic. Yeah, let's go, Tony. So how much for the UE project file? I'm pretty sure that's non-negotiable. Yeah, many dollars. Hypothetically speaking, friend and fractal discount. I don't think that discount exists, Brightside, unfortunately. I mean, I would be closely guarding this IP for sure. I'd be like, we got special technology in here. No look, no touch. I do think that this does not look like an Unreal game.
It does not look like an Unreal game. Yeah. I have a hard time even like seeing the Unreal sometimes when I look for it.
Ooh, good question, Graham. What's the C++ BP split look like? I thought we're not trying to get Adder in trouble on launch day. My hard drive fell out the back of a truck on the highway. Bright side, I've been dropping your name at Chipotle for months and they haven't given me any special deals. I gotta try to lock in the discounts where I can. Yeah, Adder, you did a great job. It does not look like an Unreal game. And it's just, I think the point that I was, you know, I was being a little bit snarky here. I think the point is that whole conversation of like, why does every Unreal game look the same? It's because people don't make them look different.
Yeah.
That's why. They just didn't put enough effort into the visuals.
Like, you can make Lumen not be sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see any sparkles. I've looked for them.
Watch out for that skull snake.
I don't know how to deal with this fucking thing.
Ooh, okay, so the C++ blueprint split is pretty much 50-50. 90% of lighting and weather is BP driven with 10% game subsystem C++. I forgot you guys, you have like a, is it full dynamic weather or like semi-dynamic where like certain areas will be rainy and certain will be not? Or is it like kind of randomy and the weather rolls in and out? Fully dynamic everything. Man, you guys didn't even have to do that. It just looks so good. It's presets that blend. Very fucking cool, man. Yo, thank you for the follow, Cypheric. Welcome. Welcome. Turning Cog is asking Adder, any rodents of unusual size I should be keeping an eye out for? Brightside asks, in retrospect, is there anything that stuck out as a hard thing to accomplish specifically? I feel like making it look or feel like it's not Unreal would be difficult. I think that what, you know, my guess is that the answer to that question is that he's been doing this for a while. So he's probably got like secret adder technology in his back pocket that he can use just to put some stank on it, you know, to make it look special. I have a whole dev tool system that can let you cycle through the 200 plus weather, lighting, audio preset data assets that dynamically update persistent weather systems with a single drop down. Dude, that's very cool. The weather is controlled by volumes with blending. That's fucking sick, dude. There's probably a couple things, Brightside, but I don't know that there's anything that's been like super crazy. Like Hyperscape foliage was and is still, you know, a frustrating point. Especially for optimization and stuff, but Tony's learned so much with Dread that, like, I don't know. I'll ask him in a minute, Brightside, but, you know, he's fighting this dude with a flute. Got all these wacky shoots everywhere. That's a lot of weather variation. We only get 4 seasons where I live. Yeah, exactly. We get 2 in Belgium, rain or no rain. That makes sense, Val. Yeah, we've got a full 4 here in Colorado. The music is peak? Yes, it is. What's up, Colonel Bros? Yes, there are guns. The hardest was definitely the blending of the lighting system and building the core of the weather system. I'm not super strong with full-blown C++ system stuff at that scale and complexity. They'll let me jump into the deep end with no adult supervision. Turning Cog says the seasons that he has are winter and construction. Yeah, that's fair. The bad sheep. That was a funny touch to the game. Do you like the game, Cypheric? Is that what brought you in? Why not using the gun, just not on the shelf? No, he's got one. He's just, you know, he's focused. He's doing some stuff. Every time you use the gun, it uses that yellow meter above your health bar. So, you know, in fairness, Tony's not really using the gun that much, but that's okay. You know, it's his choice. This was pre-AI writing C++, so I was deep in writing them from scratch with Stack Overflow. Jesus, Adam. That's a rough time, buddy. I do like this weird shepherd with his floaty staff. This guy's a cool encounter. I mean, everything in this fucking game is cool, honestly. I haven't seen anything yet that I'm like, well, that's boring, you know? Been playing the beta and the new game since Monday. Worth the wait, about 35% through so far. That's awesome, Cypheric. One of our friends in our community, Adder Chat, is a dev. He's the lead artist on this game. So, you know, he's graciously chatting with us and hanging out with us. You know, he's been in our community for a couple of years now, or maybe like a year and a half or something like that. So yeah, he's a very cool dude. It's been awesome, you know, watching the game come together and seeing where they're at today. Is sheep fight a one-time affair, or can I repeat it to show my partner after I find it? I think it's a one-time affair, Turning Cog. I beat the sheep guy, and he didn't come back, but the sheep are there. There's so many particles in this, my lowly GPU is crying. Okay, so good news, Val. This game is very well optimized. It runs super well on like everything. So it shouldn't bog your PC down that much. And if you're considering playing this, get the demo. The demo's like 10 hours long, dude. I mean, I'm over-exaggerating. It's like 5 hours, but still, there's a lot of content in the demo. And then, of course, if you want to get it, good guy Cold Symmetry, the studio that made this, decided to release the full game for $50. The collector's edition is like 70, I think. So it's cheaper than a brand new AAA game. Adder says, yeah, we fucking crushed the optimization on this project. You should be good to go. Dudes on an i3 1060 are doing 30 FPS at 1080p. $60 for the collector. My bad, Adder. Even cheaper than what I said. Yeah, like Mortal Shell 2 and Cold Symmetry are restoring my faith in the industry. That like there's still people out here making games for the love of it. And they're making games for gamers. It's fucking awesome. Like it's just so cool, man. That's why I glaze it so much. It's just very cool to me. I love all this. I find myself playing a lot of like, you know, indie games that I play are like, you know, pick one of three things roguelite with, you know, it's either, bro, what did you do to that sheep?
Okay, I think I got the plan figured out now, though. So.
Hell yeah, you can do it. You can do it, bro. This guy's a bitch. The throw execution should do by one leg. He's just bashing that shit into the ground and yeets it across the fucking map. Dude, it's so good. Adder, I really like how he fucks up his song when you hit him. He's like, weep. It's so good. The team was losing their shit when the Anim director showed us the team to block out for the throw execution. Yeah. Oh, I missed that. The hardest part. Oh, never mind. I didn't miss that. Oh no, I did. The hardest part was definitely the blending of the lighting system and building the core of the weather system. I'm not super strong with +1, No, I did read that. Yeah, I did read that. My bad. Thank you for the insight. Love hearing all that shit. Weather is pretty vital. Invisible character in a lot of stories. Yeah, totally. The sheep throw is so good. The flute squeak was all John. The flute squeak is so good. I agree, Graham. Yeah. Yeeting the sheep is definitely fucking amazing.
Come on.
I should be working, but I'm captivated. Love to hear it, man. Okay, so guys, I'll tell you this. I tried to save my Mortal Shell playthrough for when I got my physical edition, so that I could play on the couch, you know, on the PS5, so that my wife can hang out and like watch me play and stuff. I ended up staying up last night until 3 a.m. playing Mortal Shell 2 on PC, and then got up at like 7:15 to go to the gym. So I'm super tired, and this is that kind of game. You just go like, all right, just like another 10 minutes. I'm gonna go over there and check out this other thing. I'm gonna go do this. I can beat this boss. I can beat this encounter. You know, I'll do a couple more fights and level up. It's so good. Oh, Adder, I do not care about cross save, brother. I'm ready to completely play the game again. Yes, dude. Yes, Adder. That is such a good point. I was, you know, surprisingly satisfied when I'm in the middle of a combo and I get flanked by a dude, and he just catches the backswing to the face. It's so good. Such good game play.
Yeah, that was coming. Okay.
It's like in some movies, he is like a huge antagonist, making people act out of pocket or a tool for signifying things like high pressure. The rain look and feels so good. I'm sure it's subliminally affecting your vibe playing the game too. Absolutely right. Got to bounce for a little bit. Be back. Thanks, dudes. Yeah, you're welcome, Adder. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming through. Thank you for making a good game too. Cypheric says, yes, I'll be the fighting in the game, but what I looked at more when roaming around between different areas was the close-ups of the areas and environment in terms of the artistry involved. Cypheric, did you hear what I was saying about Adder? He worked on the game. He did the lighting, and, you know, he's the lead artist on this game, so, you know, he just bounced, but if you wanted to ask him any questions or anything, I'm sure he would have been more than accommodating. You got this, Tony.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so this shell that Tony's playing as is called Proxima, and then he had the other guy with the hood that is called Teal. And there are a bunch of different shells you can get that change your playstyle. They have different abilities and stuff. Teal is about dropping enemy threat or like aggro, so if they're like locked onto you, under certain conditions, you can go temporarily invisible and they kind of lose track of you, and then you can like start combos again and get back into it. He also gets like damage bonuses when attacking from stealth and stuff like that. So you kind of weave it into the middle of your combos, and you get a lot of evasion where you don't get hit. You don't have to rely on parry so much. But he's a little softer than Proxima. Proxima has a wrist spike tether thing that does lightning damage, and she has a passive where if you get hit, you mitigate some damage sometimes. So in mid combo, like if you have a big heavy weapon that's slow, mid combo, Proxima is pretty good at kind of just tanking a hit so that you can finish your combo and do damage. Is this still the world record speedrun attempt? I don't think this is a speedrun attempt, so no. I'm so excited for dudes to make costumes of this for cons, so we can see 6'6" fully tatted and jacked shells. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be cool. I think a lot of people are gonna cosplay Teal and Proxima. That would be my guess, because a lot of the other shells have like super intricate armor stuff going on, but like there's a little bit of a face with Teal and a little bit of a face with Proxima, so that's kind of my guess. I feel like they might be simpler costumes, but I mean, I don't know, I'm just guessing. I don't know shit. Like I've never made a costume to cosplay. It's too much for me.
So did you say use the Y to drop aggro?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you walk up, get behind your target, and then do a light attack, and you'll do execute. Also, just to give you a little bit of a hand, you don't have to kill all the sheep. You can just focus on the guy.
Oh yeah, I know. It staggers him. So
Oh, okay. I got you.
I was trying to. I don't know.
He might go crazy if you kill all the sheep, but I don't know. Dude, that snap is so annoying.
But you get the sheep? Really?
Adder bug report. I just watched that again because like there's a delay watching the stream, and that was crazy. Man, I want to know who these other people are that followed us. I want them to come through chat. If you're lurking right now, I appreciate you. We know you followed me. Oh, bro, he sheeped you. No. Val goes, what? He turned him into a sheep. It makes you like super slow and you can't block. I'm appreciating the sheep fight. Yeah, I am too. It's awesome. Oh, he definitely will beat him. No doubt. You've never seen a sheep
not this time
before? I believe in you, Tony.
Probably did about have him.
You got close. You got him in there. Get your ass kicked by sheep has a nice touch. Yeah, exactly. He has to will be here all day after the stream as well. Are there any cheat codes in this game for turning cog? Yes, there are, Val. The cheat code is the Slayer Seal. You get it pretty early on, but if you equip it, it's very, very powerful, and it disables the achievements for your save. So if you're struggling a little bit with the game, you equip the Slayer Seal, and you're good to go. It'll be a little bit easier. It has really, really strong ranged and melee synergies, and allows you to do a little bit of combo breaking. They give it to you when you get to the hub world, or the hub town, which is right after the tutorial. 2 days in a row calling me out. Turning Cog, you gotta throw some shots back, you know, for the banter's sake. Turning Cog has, he's got some good quips. Don't worry, he'll let you have it at one point. He's just got to get to know you a little more so he can hit you right where it hurts.
God, what the fuck?
Oh, the sheeps, bro. No worries, I appreciate the consistency. He's a good sport, Val. Turning Cog is actually helping us out working on Dread, so that's really cool. He does art type stuff. The sad flute. Being as brightly colored as you are, you make a good target? You mean like IRL or in chat? Are you Polish as well? That's a good question, Val. I don't think I've ever asked him. No shit, quarter Polish. I didn't know. Yeah, dude, beat him with your fucking hooves, bro.
Almost.
You got him. You got him.
Okay, so we need fewer sheep before phase 2.
Yeah.
And then I think we got him. I think that's the strat.
What's up, Jeremy G? Definitely looks like a good Souls-like. Jeremy G, it's amazing. It is a fantastic game. I don't know if you're aware or if you've seen Adder in chat, ADD3R. This is the game that he's been working on for the last 2.5 years. So it's launch day for him. You know, he's been very excited. It's been cool having him in chat. He was answering some tech questions that people had about the game. Obviously been talking about it for a little while, so it's very cool to finally be here on launch day playing this game. I'm loving it, dude. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. last night and got up at 7:15 to go to the gym, so I'm on like 4 hours of sleep. But the game is too good. I didn't even realize it was 3 a.m. How far in was this when you started, or was that a fresh start? He was a little bit into it, so you start off with no shells unlocked when you get to like the main hub town. So he's got 2 shells unlocked and 1 weapon. And there's like 12...
I've been taking my time for like 4 hours before we started stream.
Yeah,
probably.
There's a lot of weapons in this game. There's melee weapons and guns. There's a whole set of both that you can get. There are many. There are, I think, 8 shells or 10 shells, something like that, and that's a completely different play style. So like it changes up your the type of thing you're doing, you know, you're playing as. So they have different abilities and different things. Very cool. Yeah, this is still very, very early. Yeah, this is an easy type boss for sure. Harder bosses are grinding for a few hours, and it depends, you know. I haven't had any grinds in the game so far that were super hard for me. And then, like, playing Elden Ring, I was stuck on fucking Elden Beast and Radagon or whatever the fuck for, like, 2 days, and that was one of the longest times I was stuck on a boss in the game. And to be fair, I was doing it to myself. I wasn't making my playthrough any easier. Stronghold Crusader? Sweet, dude. Tony going through here, there is another boss that he will get to, and you'll see, it's actually harder than the chief boss. You'll get to see a more, I want to say that one's like a proper boss. Chief boss is a mini boss. Or like a mid boss, I think is probably a good way to describe it. Yeah, it's Tony. Beat that ass, dude. Broke my hand and couldn't use my right-handed also yesterday. Dude, that fucking sucks, Jeremy G. Yeah, he got it. Let's go, Tony. Can you please try to get the sheep as a... Try to get the kill as a sheep. Nah, he did it. Left-handed games for 3 weeks? Bro, that's a rough life, Jerma. That is a rough life, dude. What is this Stronghold Crusader? I'm gonna look this up. ...2002 video game. Oh, dude, I remember this. Is this a PC game? Yeah, RTS. Nice, dude. I remember this. 24 years ago. I'm old, chat. When they say one-handed games, that's not what they mean, by the way. Yeah, Turning Cog's right. That is not what they mean. Firefly Studios. Classic RTS Castle Builder. They put a definitive edition out last year. Hell yeah, dude. I know it's just the look of it, but it's reminding me of Age of Empires, the first one. Oh, that's cool. You can make some. Oh, you can make some like crazy ass castles. I'm looking at screenshots. There's all kinds of wild shit that people build. They're always compared. What's got you Wololo and Val? And I also want to call you fucking Val, not funkin' Val. I don't know if that's what you're going for or not. What is this button? Oh, I don't care about that. Engage with your audience on YouTube. There ain't nobody in there. I also misread it as fucking. So did I, dude. I totally thought it was FKN. In the OG AoE, that's the priest sound. You can call me fucking Val. I'm down for it. I will only call you that when you've, been naughty or whatever, right? Like, oh, that sounded gross. When you've been a bad, no, that's not even better. When you're in trouble, I'll use your full name. How about that?
We've inhaled a potent vapor from the lungs of the Undermother.
Yes, dude. Yes, the Mother's breath. My full name, exactly. You know when you get in trouble and your mom uses your full name type shit? That's what I'm saying.
Praise Metha.
Tony, what were you going for? Were you just exploring down there and then you ended up going to the...
Yeah, I want to try to get some shit.
Go get the axe and dagger.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, yes.
Can't open this up yet, can I?
Yes, you can. You can, because you just got Mother's breath. So now you can cleanse the corruption everywhere. I will tell you, this direction is harder than the other direction.
Yeah,
the elevator does rip.
This direction, I think, is where I gotta go.
Yes, it is much harder. Yep,
somewhere this way. This map is so fucking crazy.
It's very, very cool.
Look at this shit.
I love the fucking like launching into the zone too. It's so sweet. It just like catapults your shit into fucking space.
Oh, here's the penis castle too. Nice. Look at that.
Hell yeah. Wait, where was it?
I know you're a couple seconds behind me.
Yeah, my bad.
There you go. Let's go see what's going on over here.
Chat, I'm just gonna say I warned him. This place is hard. This is where you get like the higher rank version of enemies that you fought in the other area. Is there a story, or is it found in pieces like Elden Ring? Kind of both, Colonel Bros. There's
like, a little more told to you than Elden Ring, but yeah. Yeah,
there's a lot more like exposition in this game than there is in Elden Ring for sure. And it's less.
Is this the starting area?
Is that the this is the starting area of the southern path, if that makes sense.
Okay, but I haven't been here before. This isn't like me revisiting the previous area. Okay, I see.
Yeah, be careful, dude. These guys are very...
I may not stay here. I just wanted to look, so...
There's a 6 story. I had to watch some YouTube lore to catch me up on the last game. I don't think you even... Do you need the first game's lore, Turning Cog? I guess you probably don't know. Adder would probably know. I kind of remember Adder saying, like, you don't need to. It's, like, based in the same universe, but it's not a direct, like, tie-in to the first game, you know? Oh, shit, Tony. I ain't even found that. I should go get that on my playthrough. That little upgrade rock you just found, or you fell off the cliff?
Yeah, totally.
I wanted the world building in case I reference it here. Nice. Yeah, of course, Turning Cog. You know, I like that you like lore, man.
I've heard people say that they do reference it here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's funny because as a gamer, I don't tend to read all the lore or get like deep into that stuff. But I appreciate that it's there. No, there's dialogue in the game, Val. It's usually in punctuated like main story beats. You got people talking and stuff. There's like cutscenes and whatnot. Yeah, you talk to dudes in the player home, exactly. Really good voice acting too, by the way, Val. Like, absolutely none of it is corny. Oh, dude, that fast travel is actually really nice, Tony.
Yeah.
I was telling Adder that I liked that I had no fast travel, but I like that I have fast travel. Baldur's Gate 3 is a good balance. Cutscenes for major story beats, and then you can read the books and notes you pick up if you're a degen. I mean, I'm not Baldur's Gate pilled, man. I put like... Here, I'll tell you how much time I got in it. I still haven't beaten it. I just don't care. I've tried like 4 different times to be interested in that game, and I just don't care. I have 156 hours in the game. And that's me, like, playing multiple characters and, you know, getting decently far. I think the farthest I got was, like, Act 3 or something. But
You played Baldur's Gate for 150 hours and don't like it?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with Turning Cog. Baldur's Gate 3 is just a dating sim like Mass Effect. Real. I have, yeah, I've played D&D, Jeremy.
Ooh, I can't believe that.
D&D is fun. I'm very familiar with Forgotten Realms, too. Like, I've read some R.A. Salvatore and all that stuff. My biggest problem with D&D is your experience can vary wildly because it very much depends on your GM. Or DM, if you prefer the antiquated nomenclature. Yeah, and I'm not trying to knock it, Val. I'm saying that it's not really for me. It's a fine game. It's very well made. It's super deep. It's really cool. You know, a lot of people enjoy it. I just get bored. And for me, the thing that I realize as a gamer, I get bored when a game lacks enough linearity, because I'm not here to fuck around and, you know, just not know what I want to do and then, you know, like get into some shenanigans. That's not how I game. I want the full vision that someone had. I want like a curated story that like is interesting. You know, take me on the ride that you built. That's what I want when I'm playing games. Yeah, and you're totally fine, Colonel Bro. You're totally fine. I like answered your question with like one word and then went on a fucking tangent talking about my feelings about Baldur's Gate, which is not what you were mentioning at all. Anna, I mean, that's for some people, you know? That's definitely for some people. You know, as the Aussies say, I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum, but like, it's just not for me. That's the other thing. Guys, when I say stuff like that, it's more of, that's not for me. It's cool that you like it. You know, live your life. Do the thing you want to do. I'm not going to tell anyone else how to do things unless they're hurting themselves or someone else, right? Like, otherwise, I just don't give a shit. I just try to be careful, Val, because I know the way I speak is typically in generalizations and absolutes. Like I just said that right there. That was a generalization and an absolute. But I found that it helps to clarify because I can get misinterpreted a lot. Yes, and people are very weird about stuff these days, especially because, you know, I worked in AAA on a game that was very contentious with a pretty toxic community for 5 years. I've seen all of the worst you can possibly imagine as a game dev. So for me, doing this kind of thing out here, being out on Twitch and being like, this is our studio, we're talking about everything with you guys, you know, like here's an open forum to discuss what we're working on with us at all times when we're streaming. It's scary. It's really scary. Yeah, no, of course, Anna. You can tease me. More so talking about how you served the story obvious instead of hidden in the world. It also took me multiple playthroughs to actually want to finish the game. Had to do it with friends. Yeah, exactly, an on-rail story. Yeah, and I tend to prefer that a lot more. Like that's like GTA, I have zero interest in. And it's just because of the type of game it is, where like the story is kind of emergent gameplay, and you tell someone like, oh yeah, I stole a car and like did this thing and like ran over this person and then got in a cop chase and like it was the craziest moment ever. That kind of a game is not the kind of game I tend to enjoy. And admittedly, I'm like a chud action gamer where like, you know, brain turns off, I go into flow state and I'm just hitting buttons with like good timing and doing combos. I love doing that. Playing shooters, playing fighting games, playing action games. That's like my favorite flavor. So, you know, that's how I am as a gamer. Yeah, I like really cool looking action stuff. So Mortal Shell 2 is a game for me, 100%. This is like the kind of game I want to be playing, like most of the time. I get being nice, but people need to let people have opinions. I'm all about blunt honesty. Totally agree, Jeremy. Absolutely. I mean, we got a long conversation with Anna Larith and Queen Anne about a bunch of, you know, stuff that I was not necessarily familiar with and like culture war adjacent and whatnot. And, you know, it was a civil conversation. We had opposing viewpoints and totally cool. Like, I'm a fan of Hideo Kojima's work. Anna does not like Hideo Kojima, but we're amicable. You know, she's a big supporter of the studio. So it's fucking cool. I like that. I like being around people with different opinions. And I like being able to talk about different opinions.
Is yours.
It's nice that this community can disagree but still find value in counter opinions. Exactly, Turning Cog. I love that. I think that's the fucking meat that makes it good.
The pup. The pup.
I mean, you guys haven't seen me go in on Sushi about being... so there's another community member, Sushi Fu. I've gone in on him about cyclists, like people riding their bikes in the street. I've gone in about being vegan, all kinds of stuff. Like that's where I, you know, some of the things where I have really strong opinions. If I have a strong opinion, I'm not shy about sharing it. When I don't have a strong opinion, I'm more soft with it, you know, apologetic, whatever. Just trying to understand, just being a human. I'm terrible at GTA. First, I'm a terrible driver. Second, I walk everywhere and get lost all the time. Oh my god, Ed, that sounds like a nightmare. Brightside said, my dad's name is Yuck Your Yum. Tried to bait Tony with that. I got a long blink out of it. That's so good. Brightside, did you notice his facial expression when I said that? A lot of communities are not like that and only want the echo chamber. Yeah, I hate the echo chamber, Turning Cog. I don't think it's helpful for anyone. Brightside said he was waiting for your reaction. Are the bigger game dev companies actually as toxic as everyone always says? Val? Yes. 100%. Since he sassed me with that Niagara answer, I've been wanting to yuck his yum. Dick Falcone's your dad. Yeah, actually, Jeremy's right about that, Brightside. I'm pretty sure Dick Falcone's your dad. Yeah, Val, it's interesting. I know, you know, you're newer around here, and everyone else is probably tired of me talking about Bungie because I've talked about it a lot. My time at Bungie was some of the coolest and most exciting moments in my career, directly next to some of the worst, most horrifying moments of my career. Like, literally at the same time. If Dick Falcone will get under Tony's skin, like beaten to ground joke, then I'm willing to have Dick Falcone be my dad. I kind of see what you're saying there. I think you just overdid the joke so much. Beaten to the ground joke? I got you.
You shouldn't ruin Dick Falcone like that. It's a good joke.
Dick Falcone's great, dude. Dick Falcone is a fantastic bit. Would you go there again if you knew? I guess you're almost forced to do something like that for connections. Like, would I go back to Bungie? Is that your question, Val? If that's your question, the answer is fuck no. Absolutely not. Nope. But Bungie's also not what I thought it was. So I had, as I'm sure many of you did or do, this impression of what Bungie was as a studio because I was such a big Halo fan. Like, the whole reason I got into making games was I watched the Halo 2 Collector's Edition making of DVD, and I was so fucking excited, and I was like, this is what I want to do with my life, right? And it took me about 10 years later to actually, like, get in the door, start making video games, and then, you know, I got hired at Bungie through... you know, some connections, a door opened, had a meeting, had a, you know, conversations, interviews with people, got into a hiring loop and all that. It took me 8 months to get hired.
Oh my God, really?
Okay. It was a journey. And then when I got there, I realized that 20% of the studio was the guys who made Halo and were like OG, had some actual good fucking knowledge of like how to make games and do these special things to make moments that people care about. Bro, I've never seen this weird fucking head. What is this?
I don't know, man.
I have no idea where you went.
I fell. This is clearly nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's a gloom tendril. But yeah, it's ass, bro. Yeah, see, Adder worked on COD games. He worked on, you know, a bunch of AAA stuff. Yeah, welcome back, Adder. And Adder, you know, said yeah. Adder, I don't know if you were here, but Val was like, would you go back to Bungie if you could? And I was like, fuck no. Yes, you're absolutely right, Jerma. Halo 3 was when Bungie was Magic Bungie. And then there were people who left because of many reasons. It's complicated. It's a death by 1,000 cuts type of a situation. There wasn't any one big moment that like caused problems or ruined the studio, whatever you want to say about it. It was over time, probably like a 10-year period, and it just degraded tremendously from the inside out. And yeah, the Bungie that exists today is failing for a reason. They lost sight of what mattered and made really bad choices, and it's unfortunate. It's a shame. Val, the things that I made for Destiny are held in very high regard by Destiny players. They love the work that I did. And I will say that building the things that I built for Destiny, I was basically fighting tooth and nail at every corner to make something good for the game for 5 years. It was really fucking hard because of people that I worked with at the studio. Not any specific discipline, not any specific hierarchical level. It was at every level. Sometimes that, you know, there were some cool people that really gave a shit and wanted to make a good game and cared about the game. And there were some people who were like, I've been making games for a while, so this is my job. I'm just going to do my 9 to 5 and fucking go home and collect a paycheck. And then there were some people who were there for, I don't even fucking know why, man. I have no clue why. But there were people who were there who hated shooter games. They didn't want to make a shooter game at Bungie. And I'm like, you know that they're known for making shooter games. They made like some of the most important shooters ever in history. But then they still like, they would come into work and like complain and like make it miserable, say no to stuff. So you know, like, it was really weird because you'd have these like meetings where it'd be like, oh man, I got this idea, let's make something really fucking cool, we can do this or that. And then someone else goes like, yeah, that's nice, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna like bake cookies for Santa Claus, you know, in the tower. That's what we want to do. And I'm like, this is such a fucking waste of time. This is not what this game is about. No one's gonna give a shit about this. So yeah. You must feel so free right now, being able to go the direction you want without having to fight for every inch. Yeah, honestly, honestly, it is really good, and it's nice that I get to work with people who believe in trust. It's fucking awesome. It's really good, and I didn't go straight from Bungie into Fractal Grove. I worked for Top Golf as a lead level designer, working on a mobile golf game. I don't golf, but that was a chill ass job. It was very nice. Full remote. Studio was based in San Francisco. I worked from Colorado from home. As a lead level designer, running a team, building out all the different golf courses that we shipped with the game, and then ended up getting an opportunity to go work at Free Range Games on a unannounced project because I had a friend there. I was going to be in a lead position as a designer. Huge pay raise. I was like, hell yeah, that's really cool. Got in the door. The project was not what I thought it was going to be. Worked on it for probably like 3 months and then requested a transfer to a different project. And then I ended up being a design lead on Return to Moria. And Return to Moria is not my kind of game either. Survival crafting, Lord of the Rings, 4th Age. You play as dwarves, reclaiming the Dwarven Empire or whatever, under the mountain, all kinds of shit like that. Dwarves are cool. I was not fucking with the vision for the game. I thought the game itself was not particularly interesting. It was like a very, mediocre and mediocre, not bad. So like nothing new, no revolutionary gameplay systems. It was exactly what you would expect from a casual survival crafting game. And that's, for me, I was just like, I don't want to do this. And then I want to say like a month or two before ship, I got laid off, and Tony and I had already started talking about Fractal Grove, and I was like, I'm just gonna go fucking full time, dude. Let's do it. And he was like, bet. And so we've been doing this for a couple of years, and it's really nice.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, thank you, Val. I do appreciate that. These are good questions. Val, we still make him fight for some of it. Let me see. I missed a bunch of chat. It's Zardos, the gun is good. You wouldn't have met me at her. Overwatch, COD, Destiny 1 and 2, Just Cause 4, Rage 2, Doom Eternal, Redfall, Deathloop. Yeah, Adder's resume is crazy. Adder, if I beat the guy... What were you asking, Turning Cog?
He said if he beats the sheep guy as a sheep, does he get a special achievement?
Oh, I like it. Anna says, I believe it's reminiscent of the romantic days where games were made for the love of it, or the idea that they were made, and everybody was friendly, and a lot of studios kept that veil of family, but the last few years is quickly shattering that image. Yes, exactly, Anna. And there's business people who have come in who have no desire to make games. They just want to make money and have a cool, fun job. There are people with performative identity politics that make their job all about that and not making a good game first. Unfortunately, that is actually a pretty real thing. It's not as bad as what you might think it is out on the internet. If you watch any of that conversation, it is bad and it is detrimental to Western game dev, 100%. It is a real thing. It's not that everyone in the studio is like that, unless we're discussing Concord and Firewalk, right? Like, and I'm not saying that because I'm just taking shots at people I don't know. I worked with a lot of the core leadership team at Bungie that moved over to Firewalk. Firewalk was founded by Harold Ryan, the former CEO of Bungie. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and I know that those people really cared a lot about things that don't fucking matter in video games, and that's probably why they made a bad game that people didn't like. The game itself was fun. It played well. I said that on stream. I haven't been shy about that, and it's not because I have like, I don't want to hurt the homies' feelings or anything. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just, yeah, it's sad and it sucks. AAA's politics, AA indies get shit done. Exactly what Adder said. Mortal Shell is an IP that's made by people making it for the love of the game. 100%. BioWare, Bungie, Bethesda, etc. all have the image of family and love for the game. Yep. And that shit was dead after they shipped those big games that made them get all that recognition. It's amazing and terrifying all at the same time. Felt like Frodo being given the ring and told to travel across the world to Mordor. Bethesda was pretty cool until MS bought them. I enjoyed my time there pre-Microsoft. Left a year into Microsoft owning them. He did make it to Mordor. Yeah, Tony fell 3 stories again. Just happy to help him out with something to talk about. Yep. Thank you, Val. That's no different to any company and profession. Yeah, no worries. You start somewhere, get experience and progress, even move on to other companies when you're ready, not in the same, in some situations. Hold on, let me back up. Move on to other companies when you're ready or not in some situations as time goes on. But games development, artistry, sound, etc. have moved on significantly since the early days of 8-bit back in the day when we were growing up. This is our outlet and grateful for such games. Thanks to all who did this. Yeah, of course, Cypheric. And it's, you know, I'll partially agree with some of that, but the games industry has its own quirks that are really fucking weird. Most of the people who have only ever made games, so I started making games when I was, I think, like 28 or 27. I had already had a whole ass other career in IT networking. I was a network engineer. All of my jobs were like corporate or retail, you know, like everything from like blue collar to white collar I did before I got into entertainment, making software in video games. The biggest problem that I notice is that people who've only ever made games live in a fucking fantasy world and they don't understand what a job is and how the world functions, because the games industry is its own weird thing. So in some ways I agree. You know, people start, they get experience, progress, they need new challenges, they move on, whatever, right? Yes, that's true. But the games industry also has its own absolute fucking mess of nonsense that is completely unnecessary. It's because it's a mix of software development. It uses a lot of the same shit that people build films with from the film industry. And it does stuff that the music industry does, like publishing partners and stuff like that. It's very, very weird. And especially when you work with like a person who made something like Halo, they tend to be really fucking crazy. And the cool people who were awesome and actually did something dope, like on a Halo title, they fucking left well before Destiny shipped, because they got, you know, either pushed out or they were like, I don't want to be a part of whatever this is turning into, but it's not the same thing from, you know, 5 years ago. I believe that indie small studios is where we can find the for the love of the game today. Kudos for you guys that are developing those games. Lots of courage and guts. Exactly, Anna. Yes. The good news, you know, not to be all doom and gloom, the good news is that because AAA is fucking up so badly and tools are where they are in terms of accessibility and like ease and power of like these tools, there is a huge space for AA and indie to take a massive slice of the pie from AAA, and it's happening. It's happening all over with all kinds of games. You got Power World, you got, you know, Mortal Shell 2, you've got fucking Balatro, you got Binding of Isaac and Eugenics, right? Like, these games are games that if you're an MBA doing market analysis with like all this robust data, which is what happens in AAA, you will never approve those games. And it turns out they're fucking amazing because the people who care about making games make those games. Such a high risk. It's a crazy ride. I've been on the winning and losing end, the highest of highs, lowest of lows. Yes. Yes, exactly, Adder. That's what the game industry is like. The highest of highs and lowest of lows, often at the same time. It's super common in games. The talent is out way before a game ships if the management is garbage. That was my exit from Bethesda Arcane. Exactly. My exit from Avalanche, my exit from Activision, AAA developer, Activision, Avalanche, Arcane. Yeah, there you go, dude. Val, that's a great question. How's the team feeling after release? I bet everyone is proud as fuck right now. Yup. I bet they are too. Turning Cogs says, switching from live performance to games, it's so nice to be able to patch and fix stuff instead of stumble and eat the shit sandwich I've got because the show must go on. Yeah, man, it's really nice. Adder, what's a sci-fi game I should play that's not one of the big ones like Mass Effect or Illuminous? Did you play Pragmata? That kind of seemed cool. I feel like you did play Pragmata. I think you were talking to me about that. Returnal, yes.
Returnal.
Tony's right.
Nier Automata is also pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, Nier. That's kind of the double-edged sword of creative endeavors. Success is the bane of your vision, but you kind of gotta deny an amount of success to hold away the bullshit that ruins it. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. As soon as you find success and the money starts getting its fingers into the vision and the art, that's when things get fucked up. That's exactly when things get fucked up. It's especially when you have a team, you know, Adder, and I hope that this is true for Cold Symmetry. When you have that magic moment and you get a team together that can build something like this, you have to protect that shit at all costs. Otherwise, you'll never do it again. It's cool, but you haven't finished it yet? Yeah, dude, I'm down for co-op Returnal, for sure. You just say when, brother. Bright said it's almost this weird unspoken rule that you should be thankful to be here and that we should be thankful to be overworked at something we got lucky enough to be a part of, or at least in music, that's how it is. So Brightside, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's something that is extremely pervasive in the game industry, especially the AAA level. You get these old dudes who are like, well, the way I came up was by like sacrificing a bunch of my life experiences as a youth in order to do this job, so everyone else needs to do what I did. And these guys aren't fucking doing that anymore. They're just rich running a company. And that's not to say that they're all rich bastards. That's not it at all. There are just some people who have the knowledge that everyone wants to make video games. There's an endless line of people waiting to take someone else's job in the game industry. And so then they leverage everyone against each other. They make them fight each other instead of, like, you know, desiring to do something more or better and have better leaders. It's all about who can eat as much shit for the longest without going insane. Yeah, Brightside, unfortunately, that is the state of AAA. Adder says, I agree on Returnal. Housemark dudes are friends and they make cool games. I agree. How are they feeling about Saros? I feel like that didn't blow up like Returnal did. And I need to play Saros. I really like Returnal. They'll say that shit to your face as they rug pull your salary increase, which is usually lower than inflation. Yes, absolutely, Adder. Yes, it does suck to suck, man. That's another part of it. In this industry, in games, you have to be really brave in terms of, like, knowing your own value and making sure you don't fucking let these clowns take advantage of you, because they absolutely will at every fucking turn. And then they will just leave you as a husk. You know, Adder can probably, you know, agree with this as well. In my time in games, I've seen many people, about 3 years is the amount of time it takes someone who's new to the game industry to decide whether or not they ever want to make a game again. And there are many people, I don't even know what the percentage is. It's high. It's probably like 30 or 40% who can't keep in it for the love of the game and the passion of making video games. And they just give the fuck up and they leave and go get a normal job. How the F am I supposed to play Returnal when I can't beat the second boss? I mean, I believe in you, Illuminous. Dude, I was watching you play fucking Mortal Shell last night. You'd be alright.
Returnal, you gotta just, like, play a lot, and then at a point it just kind of starts clicking, and then it becomes, like, pretty easy, in my opinion, actually.
Yeah, that's
like,
real.
Vince and I got to a point where, like, we wouldn't lose a run. We would win every single run we would do.
Yep. Germa says, I did construction for 15 years. It added a lot of perspective on not being ungrateful to be able to survive without doing that shit. Yeah, man. Blue-collar jobs are real shit. We were actually talking to Turning Cog about that the other day because he does have a background in like blue collar work as well. There's something like really, really satisfying about, you know, working fucking 9 to 10 hours doing like a hard job that's physically demanding that like shuts your brain off. But the worst part is like you don't make a lot of money doing it typically, and you're just destroying your body and you're fucking physically exhausted. The opposite is true making games. Your mind is exhausted, and it's so hard to do a lot of this stuff in making a game. I wish there was a good set of magic words that could tell you guys about how difficult it is to make and ship a game, especially one that's good and has good critical reception. But the only way to truly know is to try, and then you start understanding. Like, it's just so weird. It's its own special thing. How Smart kind of fell apart during Saros. A bunch of them went to CDPR. Oh, dude, that's a bummer, man. I mean, that's how it goes, though, Adder. They dropped a banger, then things kind of drifted, you know? And they tried to just remake the same game, you know?
And it's not allowed to come out on PC, so they're going to lose a lot of audience. Yeah.
Yeah, Brightside, dude, that's a great point. With blue-collar jobs, you also understand the rules. With gaming or art, the rules are different with every single person you meet, and that's exhausting. Yes. There also aren't really any rules in art. Like any creative job, it's so fucking loose. It's really easy to make mistakes, and nobody wants to teach anyone, right? You know, like people want to stay adversarial and be like, I'm not letting you take my lunch money. And it's like, bro, when we all do great things, we all eat well.
Yeah, but it is like the thing I always say. It's like if all you had to do was like dig a hole, like imagine how much less you would have to use your brain than you do in a day. Like, I wouldn't want to do it all the time, but sometimes it sounds nice.
Yeah, that's probably why we like, you know, yard work and house maintenance.
Yeah.
The key thing on the player kind of looks like the key to hell from Sandman. It's that's your seal. So that's your block tool, Turning Cog. Jeremy says, yeah, writing music in my death metal band has had its challenges because there were 5 of us. I can imagine the collaborative vision that with that many people is insane. It is. And Jeremy, the way it works in AAA, because like I think at its peak, Bungie had like almost 1,500 people working on Destiny and, you know, some other things, but the bulk of the staff was working on Destiny. The way it works is that the mid and low tier people have no voice. That you get told what to do, and you fucking sit down and do your job. And if you don't, there's another person right behind you to take your seat, and they will replace you with someone cheaper. When this game dropped, I got invited to be a teacher at a well-known games tutorial platform. I may do it. We'll see. Don't do it, Adder. You have special skills. Don't teach, bro. You can still do.
Yeah, they say those who can't teach, you can still do.
Yep, you absolutely can do, man. I think there's an opus inside of you somewhere that's going to be a special Adder vision. You got to at least make that, and then you can get the fuck out. You know, go out on a high note, like Seinfeld. Kill your show at its peak. Val says, just a code monkey. Oh shit, I think my Terminator might be here. Making sure my wife can see that. I don't know. Let's see. Hell yeah, 15 sounds reasonable to me. 15 on the team. Other 15 were contractors and business side. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. Like, it's if you get the right people, you don't need a huge team. And it's actually better to be a small team because everyone can talk. Everyone can make an impact. And that's what really matters. Oh, the low-level guys you were talking about, not allowed to think, just do as said. It's not even just a code monkey, dude. It's like artists, designers, producers. Everybody got ran by someone who'd been there for like 10 years or someone who came from some giant corporation because they had clout or they were in some political cabal. And I don't mean like, you know, big politics. I mean like social politics within the studio, right? they were in the cool kids club because they ate lunch with this one guy, so they get a lot of leeway to do whatever the fuck they want, right? And they're gonna tell the other people who aren't in the cool club to shut the fuck up, or like threaten their jobs, or you know, like bully them. It's very fucking weird. Oh, it was Toby? What the fuck is Toby doing? Oh, maybe it was he walked away before you got there? Fuck. Sorry, I was talking to my wife. I want to be some dickhead modeling rocks in a large studio. Exactly, Turning Cog. Yes. I don't want you to be some dickhead modeling rocks in a large studio. Anna says, I work for the National Health Free System, blue-collar job. Believing that I'm doing good as a civil servant is a great motivator for myself. There was a moment when the spark was gone, and that it's some of my lower moments. Yeah. I believe that, Anna. I'm sure that that kind of work can just grind you the fuck down and make you lose faith in people, right? Cold Symmetry is pretty much entirely a studio made of mega talented devs that were done with the corporate slop bullshit. The collective resume is crazy. Yep. And that type of studio comes around like once in a career, you know? If you get to be on that team, it's do or die. Nobody's fucking around on that team. Everyone is going hard. Crazy hard. I'm gonna be right back, guys, because I'm concerned about my door. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm back, gang. Okay. When they hit me up, I immediately quit Arcane. Tony playing with fire with the melee near the barrels. Yes, he is. Do indie companies like that usually do like profit sharing, etc., without going into too much detail, of course? I think your mileage may vary, as they say. It all depends on the studio and how they want to do stuff. Yeah, and Adder agrees. Yep. Super dependent on the team and circumstances, but generally as profit sharing is common on indie teams. Said you can only fire 2 shots with gun before your yellow bar runs out. Colonel Bros, you can change that. And not all guns use the same amount for each shot. So there are ways to do that. And you can definitely play like shooter forward.
Adder, am I supposed to like miss the stealth stab thing as much as I am? I feel like it doesn't hit a lot.
Brightside said, dude, my building superintendent is a Brazilian dude, super nice and seems like a great older dude. The other day, he's like super excited to show me that he created an app that takes care of all the building stuff. So we start talking about how he used Claude, and then he says he used to do 3D textures with Substance Painter, name dropping Blender, and all this shit. So long story, even longer. He gets to almost being emotional about how he can't believe he's like forgetting these things that were his whole past. How being a superintendent is like his thing now. Made me really fucking sad seeing this grown man kind of reminisce about his passions and how they slipped away. No, dude, yeah. I agree with you, Brightside. That is a very, very hard part. Adder was saying it seems like it might be a bug. Stealth stab miss is fixed upcoming patch. It happens to like 10% of players for whatever reason. Tony, I would say try to be more precise with your positioning. I don't know. You also only do the stab when you hit Y?
No, like I'm doing it and it does the animation and it doesn't hit the enemy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tony's the rare 10%, of course. Yeah, Adder, I did get into some like funky states when I was doing like biosampler in the middle of an attack string that an enemy was hitting me with and stuff like that. No, I did not tell him to get good. There's like a little bit of wonkiness sometimes when things get crazy in the game, but you know, I think if you're more like purposeful, you can sort of mitigate them with like gameplay. Because I was running into some edge case interactions, like weird interactions, using the ability on a different character, and I found that when I just tried to make the encounter less chaotic, it was a lot more consistent. Is this Mover? What?
No, I don't think Mover was out when I made this. Mover's like a new locomotion thing in Unreal.
Gotcha.
Maybe they use it. I'm not sure.
Ed, are you on the clock right now? Brightside, he's probably on the clock all the time. Yeah, no days off, salaried. Yep. Feel like most of the devs on the team would stick with a specific set of builds they preferred and lots of little things slip through. Yeah, that's normal, dude. I mean, you guys got a small team. Give me 1 second, guys. I got a phone call.
Let's back the way I came from. I'm not in great shape though right now. Let's see.
Sorry about that, guys. There's a wasp nest on my roof, and these motherfuckers are climbing in through the bathroom ventilation, and I gotta get rid of these pieces of shit so they stop climbing in my house. So that's what that phone call was about. And that dude is not gonna be here today, even though he's supposed to. So he's gonna be here tomorrow. Let's see. Another fun fact about the ambient audio is developed with the mindset that you could layer in your own music without it feeling like it conflicts with the game audio. Very cool, dude. Oh, that's super cool. I didn't consider that. That would be really fun.
It's kind of a thought for Hyperscape, maybe, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
How you feeling the axe and dagger over Iconoclast and all that?
I kind of like it. I don't know. I like also kind of miss the big heavy sword at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's not bad though.
Did you figure out how to upgrade your weapons?
I know how to. I haven't done it yet because I've been trying to make sure I have enough for the ones I actually want to do.
Oh yeah, because you want to get the scythe.
Yeah. I mean, I now understand how unrealistic it is that I'm getting that scythe anytime soon. But
You've done well.
Brightside says in
Perhaps
Hyperskate you should be able to doom scroll while skating, like texting and driving.
you could do that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to encourage like self harm, so I would say no. But yeah, if you use your VR overlays and stuff, you could do that.
Yeah, this is America. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Exactly. what were you typing, Germa?
Obliviscaris. That's pretty good.
You can do anything once? I guess that's true, yeah. Depends on the consequences of doing that thing. Whatever you want, like rip a Supra on public roads and never the track? No, don't do that. You know I only say that shit because I care.
Take a seat, Brav.
Sweet.
Oh, we got the loot. Let's go.
Oh shit, where did you go, bro? I ain't even been in this place yet.
It's over on this side over here.
I'm looking, I got the delay.
Oh yeah, over here.
Oh, okay, sweet. I can do that. Quick question. Other than the collector's edition I was looking at, is there any Harbinger model release going forward, like some other games do? That's a great question, Cypheric.
Oh, it's a sidearm. Interesting.
Adder was saying, I was just listening to Antrish and Krieg's Machine. Still bracing my right hand as hard as fuck to type. Oh, you're good, buddy. Don't even worry about it. Man is somehow in Skyrim. What the fuck? Yo, real. You can do everything with the loot,
jamming right now.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. Let's go, dude. Adder, did you see Cypheric's question about if there's going to be a model of like Harbinger? Do you know the answer to that? If there's like a fucking thingy that you can get, you know, like this thing back here, BT type shit. The art on the walls in here is really special. All right, Tony, you got to check out the art on the walls.
You want to fight, Rev?
Oh, this guy wants to fight. I think he would die. The art on the walls, like this stuff.
Y'all should be streaming in the MS2 Twitch category and label it AMA with lead dev. we have thoughts about that kind of stuff. A statue, we want to be determined. There you go. There's your answer, Cypheric. I mean, Brightside, the nice thing is like we get to have a conversation with people we know. You know, but if we went like wider like that and we got huge numbers, it's gonna turn into a fucking mess. So I want to make sure that everyone here is having a good time and can participate in a conversation. You know, all this art was drawn by one of our environment artists who's in Ukraine, largely when they'd be out of power and she'd just do sketching. Dude, that's fucking sick. Okay, so this is special art. Oh, you're talking about like the graffiti on the walls behind the stage? Wow, dude. Given that context, that image is like, that's powerful. The lady in the cocoon. Fuck. Like I feel that message, you know?
Like some like Skeletor type shit right here.
Yeah, this one's more of like just vibing and having a good time. Dude, you guys put so much game in this game.
Yo,
It's crazy.
Look at the cat.
Hell yeah.
Well, he's licking himself.
Sparkaloos was gonna love that. Yeah, that's what this tavern area is. That's what I was saying before. The close-ups of the environment, amazing. Yeah. I agree, Cypheric. Oh, that's the cat with the balls from the trailer. Hell yeah, dude.
What did go leave? Fuck, do you have it? The
Cat balls in game or no?
Then piss off.
Okay, he wants the heart of a god.
Some drunk dude just wants the heart of a god? That's crazy.
I think he's lonely more than drunk. Based on what they were saying.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah, there's ways to see the cat balls. Gross.
The cat was in the... Yeah, there he is. Make sure I don't walk off the edge here. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so loot's a weapon? That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, and I got something. I meant to look at this. Is it a tar stone? Yeah, so here it says consume 80 resolve to unleash a swarm of relentless homing projectiles.
Ooh.
Yeah, so let's do that.
The loot is an AoE gun? Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that, Cypheric. I don't want the close-up of the cat balls. I think it's in a trailer. So you can, if you want to see him, you can go watch the trailer.
I also just learned that pressing left on the D-pad opens the map, and that's life-changing.
Yes, yes. Jack Black would be proud. The power of rock. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, what's... Are you talking about, like, horse balls turning cog? You're probably talking about horse balls, huh? I hate these fucking bats, man, so much.
Yeah, dude. They're hard to read.
They are super easy to kill with the crossbow. That's usually why, that's mostly why I use it. Because they just get one shot.
I really hope I can eventually have, like, Doom Guy build and just kill everything with a shotgun.
Jeremy G, that's an interesting question. Does anyone else find themselves liking a game so much that they spend a ton of time in it and then fall away because they burn themselves out and they never finish the game?
In most games that I get really into, that's how it goes.
I tend to stick it all the way through to like the very end, and if I get that feeling, I will just do everything but the very end of the game. Like Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, I did that. I got all the way to the end and just never did the Ganon fight.
I've played that game for 500 hours, never killed the final boss.
Brightside says, Dynamic Horse Balls is my dad's name. I threw that in there for you, Brightside. There are ways to make pretty much anything OP by the end of the game intentionally. Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. Tenacious D plays the loot. I believe that. I mean, didn't Tenacious D break up? I'm pretty sure they're not, like, a band anymore.
Yeah.
Because politics and shit got weird in 2020. I spent a lot of time modding Bethesda's games, so yes, absolutely.
I don't like that I can target the sheep.
It's just a sweet little lamb. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Val says I have to finish a game in like 3 days or it won't happen. Oh, here's a great game. Consort Radon. I just never did that, but I did everything else in Shadow. I don't know why. I think I did the fight twice and then was just like, I'll come back to this, and I just started playing other games. Yeah, I feel you, Jeremy. It was rough. Didn't back his boy, you know. But to be fair, Jack Black is a lot more successful than Kyle, and
yep,
he had a lot more to lose.
Yep,
He
wanted to be Bowser, and they probably wouldn't let him anymore.
I'd be willing to bet that Jack and Kyle are still friends, but they can't be publicly. which is fucking stupid. The perils of fame, you know? It doesn't Jack Black have enough money now? Like, I don't know. Maybe he just loves the work and he just wants to keep doing it. Maybe Jack and Kyle weren't that good of friends. Whoever fucking knows. Anna says, yes, Skyrim. Played for 5 years. Never killed Alduin.
The Skyrim's another one. I like start the game. I do the magic college quests up in the north, and then I like do a couple other things that I stop playing it, and then I like pick it up 3 years later and do that loop again every time.
Adder says, our optimization tech artist loves me for all of the candle point lights I put in this this level. If I was playing Sim Skyrim and Date Skyrim, I can't do Skyrim, Anna. The longest I played was probably like 30 hours, and I decided to roll a Khajiit thief and stole everything in Whiterun and put it into the house.
Oh my god.
Oh, I gotta see what you oh my god it about. Oh shit, dude.
I don't know what that was. Oh, okay, they're all mad.
You stole the heart.
Yep. Oh, and I can't leave, of course. What's happening?
Guess he may make a new film, call it Immoral Eggshell. Lilliputian's Revenge. Wait, is that real? Immortal Eggshell?
Oh man, this is unfortunate.
Wait, what are you talking about, Cypheric? Oh no, Tony. I just made that up? Oh, okay. That's why I was confused.
Fuck. I don't think I have a move here.
He's probably more about his image. As rich as he is, his legacy is probably more important to him. Yeah. I hope I never get there, guys. Like, I don't want to be an image or a brand as a person. This seems so gross to me. I wanted to be in the world of Skyrim, not playing the game Skyrim. Oh, okay. That makes more sense to me, Anna. Whoa. This might be a situation of losing your souls, Tony.
It's very much a situation of losing my souls. I'm sure of that.
You only lost 4,300. That's not much.
Yeah,
you can get that back. Tony playing Peak all of a sudden? Flawless run. Yes. This is cool, man. You're checking out some shit that I haven't even seen yet. So now I know, like, I was kind of like trying to find where to go last night in my like delirium of like it's way too late and I'm not even sure why I'm still playing. And this is cool. This is some space I need to go check out.
Hopefully I have the thing this guy wanted at least still. So, let's see.
Why don't you
Hello?
Do you have it?
Yes.
One-Legged Wolf Tavern. I like the name. That's great.
The sign outside is a gallows too. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Oh damn, he's just eating it.
Bro, what? You can't just eat that.
I was like turning into the Incredible Hulk in the middle of a bar. Okay.
I guess it just killed him. Gragu is a unit. Hell yeah. Oh, you got Gragu. Fuck yeah, dude.
Keep searching. The godling.
Wait, he just ate the heart of a god and killed himself, and now you can possess his body? Nice, dude. I like that. Oh, hell yeah, Gragu. I need to get Gragu.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, I like that, Adder. I caught on. That was very cool. Why isn't he like small and green though?
You're no good.
He's named Gragu. Oh my god, Brightside, that is crazy.
I'm not supposed
Do you watch DSP at all?
DSP is gonna struggle.
This game is terrible. This game is terrible. Dude just walks off a cliff for like 3 hours straight. Why did they let me walk off the cliff?
It's all his fault.
Oh, he's walking in on the scene after the beginning of the game, I think.
Not like us. He ruined
Oh,
everything.
shit.
Weren't we Lavender? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Go on.
Are you going to hurt me?
Only if I have to.
I love a good world building lore in games. I would like to play Live a Life in it. Like my dream for Cyberpunk 2077 is to be a Trauma Team character. Oh, that'd be cool, Anna.
Tell me about this.
Trauma Team is very cool.
Jeremy, he's got I think Xbox Elite.
Yep.
And I used an Elite for a very long time, and then I switched to a DualSense. That's a crazy idea for me because I was so dedicated to Xbox controllers for such a long time. The Ergo is just really nice on them. The Elite controllers are great because they have metal connecting parts and stuff. But the DualSense is a phenomenal controller, even though it's made out of plastic. It's really good. Razor Wolverine is very good. Okay.
Let's see what lies within
Anna, I mean, like, I'm acquainted with the VP game director of Cyberpunk. The whole reason the character is called V is because of me. V was a nickname I had when, growing up. All my friends and family called me V.
It's rotten.
And we were hanging out at PAX. I met him when he was working on Star Wars The Old Republic. He was a design lead on that game. Majority of our team is on DS's. Wait, what are... Oh, DualSense. Yeah. Yeah, dude, DualSense is good, man. Oh, you're on an Elite? Elite's also dope. Wired Switch controller? Dude, that's fucking insane. Bro, what? What kind of maniac is that person, dude? Playing Mortal Shell on a
Somebody's
wired...
like, I use a N64 controller with a USB adapter.
No, the Smash GameCube controller with an adapter, dude.
Yep. I mean, that's more competent controller than an N64 controller.
Yeah. Switch controller.
Okay, it's 420. Do we need to wrap it up here, probably?
Yeah, we should get it wrapped up pretty soon.
Okay.
If you want to do like one more thing or whatever, test this guy out, go for it.
I'm probably good. So.
Oh, dude, his helmet is so cool. I need to get this guy. This guy is the vibes I was looking for. Oh, he's so fucking sweet looking. Yes, dude. I already got the battle axe.
Yeah, let's go try the move out real quick. He does the charge. Let's see.
Jeremy says, I just can't get by without the scuff type buttons, like the paddles in the back and stuff. I understand. Yeah, I feel you on that.
I'm kind of like that now, too. I don't use the bumpers. I use the paddles instead.
And Nintendo DS port from Mortal Shell 2 because of the Switch controller member of the dev team. I do have a modified OG Xbox controller I use for the lulz sometimes. It works great. The fucking... What was it called? The big boy. I can't remember what it was called.
The Duke.
The Duke. Yes,
Duke.
dude.
Yep.
Scuff is spendy, and it's nice. I mean, the Xbox Elite controller is also spendy, but it's really nice. That's why I used one as well. Got hooked on paddles and COD development. Multiplayer team was mega sweaty. Yep, same thing with, ironically, at Bungie, the multiplayer team was mega sweaty. PvP team type shit. There was a PvP team at one point, and then there was not. And they never said publicly there's no PvP team. But there was no PvP team the whole time people were complaining about the PvP team. They're like, why is Destiny PvP so bad? Why doesn't the PvP team do this shit? Because they were disbanded. They all went to go work on different parts of the game.
Alrighty, well, let's call it there.
Let's call it there, guys. One more time, I'm gonna throw out the link for the Mortal Shell 2 merch store if you guys want to buy some shit. The game is fucking awesome. If you want to get a shirt, a hat, a hoodie, a beanie, whatever, they got all those things there. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Yeah, we love this game. It's awesome that the homies having a fucking good time with the launch, successful launch. It's very cool. I can't wait to play more of this game. I'm definitely gonna be playing all weekend. So we will catch y'all next week. Thank you, everyone for coming through. Jeremy, it's great to see you again. Anna, as always, it's wonderful. Adder, you're amazing. Thank you for coming through. Turning Cog, of course. And then Val, thank you for coming through again, man. Cypheric, welcome. We are normally a game studio. We're not usually playing games. So check us out. Next time we go live is going to be next week. We're always live on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesday, 10 a.m. to noon Mountain Time. And Thursday is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Sometimes we go a little over. It's usually when we're playing a game. But most of the time we stick to that schedule pretty strictly. Official raid this time? Yeah, we definitely can. Who do we have? We saw Boom come through. Is Boom live? Maybe she came through to say, hey, guys, please raid. Nope. No, Boom was just saying hello to the gamers. We raided Stevie yesterday. Who do we raid today?
I don't see a lot of the usuals. First Crimson's on.
We raided First Crimson one time. I think it'd be cool to hit him again. Yeah. What do you think, chat? You want to go to First Crimson? Yeah, you're welcome, Cypheric. And yes, we're very proud of Adder. Very happy for him. It's cool. Yep. It's cool to see the homie do well. We should go where Adder wants to go. I think Adder wants to go to sleep. He goes, I'm logging off and working. I called it. Adder wants to work on race car or go to sleep. He's going to be working on Mortal Shell 2 instead. Yeah, let's go. You know what? I'm just going to say we're going to First Crimson. So I'm going to send y'all over there because I know that sometimes people will filter out as we're doing this like end of stream raid thing. So everybody say hello. Drop some trees in chat. I think most, if not all of you guys are subbed. Cypheric's new, so doesn't have a sub. But if you are and you got a gifter from LFQ or Anna or someone else, post those trees in chat. Starting the raid. We're going to go here in about 10 seconds.
Peace out, everybody.
Yeah, take it easy, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Pick up Mortal Shell 2. Fucking awesome game. It's great. They're doing really well. All right, here we go. And we are off. Later, y'all.
Goodbye.